Good morning, lovely people. I will say something very briefly about sustainability because of me, especially having been not only driving transformations and restructuring businesses and companies, but also having been a corporate CEO. The mandate that has been handed over to me to grow the business, to drive the business, in such a way that it is compelling for employees, but mostly also for clients, because from clients we get the revenues. We are companies on non-profit organizations. And what I can see on coming from many sustainability voices on social media, like LinkedIn, it is almost like a religious intensity. I get the emergency, I get the urgency, I get the prioritization, but there's a harsh way on how to basically stamp people. You're okay because you follow our religion, and you are not okay because you're different. And let's face it, despite all the transformations and despite all the regulations for which companies are willing and have to invest to change their business infrastructure, to be compliant with the regulation, to keep the license to operate, sustainability, circularity, regenerative approaches are going to slow down consumptions. I think that this is tremendously important from a business perspective to understand that it is going to slow consumption and to acknowledge a tough balance that businesses strike between prolongating or prolonging product life and maintaining revenue. And the challenge is nuanced. Now, I think that the world is not black and white. And at some point in time, we need to find, or it is important that there's a common ground which unites us. And by the way, to find this common ground is or will take time. That is also a fact. Now, what drives me personally as a former senior executive and working with clients, it is to encourage companies to adapt an even creative mindset so that they can find their unique path in sustainability and how to ease the pressure for immediate overhaul. And therefore, I'm a fierce advocate for rethinking business models with sustainability at their core, because I see that as a chance for reinventing themselves and in the end for lasting success. But it will mean something potentially, and even eventually, it is going to mean something new or a complete new transformation or renewal of companies. And I still think that we can all tackle them despite the emergencies, because it is the lack of resources which sparks creativity and imagination. And fear is definitely not the right place for creativity. This is basically at the heart of the business I'm having with clients, the discussions we have and how we can roll it out. But it is also at the heart of my dissertation, because there's one thing which guides me when I have discussions is that a business model which hurts others and in the end our planet is not a good business model, or is not a viable business model. So if we place ourselves from that perspective, it is about how can we become creative in creating or generating revenue flows which suffice shareholders and which creates a thriving community. And when I say community, I don't necessarily mean all stakeholders. I mean the people who feel attracted by the business model which has been created, where they see that there is a link between their personal approach or their life approach, what they're yearning and searching for, and what a company or business, a service provider, can give them. I thought I needed to share that also because I think that this is part of the journey that I'm sharing with you so that you can get to know who I am. Thank you very much.